All right, we're ready to go. Got our audio issues fixed. We are ready to play basketball. Northside and Bentonville, the winner, advances to face Conway tomorrow night and a trip to Little Rock. But first things first. Tom Haltmeyer and Ricky Smith, the head coaches, talked to both before the ball game. Rebounding is the key for both teams tonight. And it's time for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to North Little Rock High School's Sergeant Wildcat Arena for today's game in the 7A State Basketball Tournament. Please join us in showing good sportsmanship by respecting others, including the game officials. Be a good sport today, enjoy the game, and support your team in a positive manner. Thanks to our sponsor for this evening's game, Russell Chevrolet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the visiting team, the Fort Smith Northside Lady Bears. Starting at guard is 5'6" senior number 2, Sierra Carey. At guard, 5'10" freshman number 4, Jersey Wolfenbarger. At guard is 5'9" junior number 10, Viera May. At forward is 6' junior number 33, Sarah Brashear. And at forward, 5'10" sophomore number 34, Tracy Brashear. The Lady Bears are coached by assistant coaches Connor Liston, Merrill Macon, Randall Brett, and Scott Thompson. The head coach is Ricky Smith. And now the starting lineup for the Bentonville High School Lady Tigers. Starting at guard is junior number 0, Avery Hughes. Starting at forward is senior number 4, Bess Wagner. At guard is senior number 5, Jaren Hernandez. At guard is sophomore number 24, Emily Sanders. And at forward, freshman number 30, Miriam Delda. The Lady Tigers are coached by assistant coach Ray Mayer, assistant coach Robin Chappelle, and the head coach Tom Haltmeyer.
Tom Haltmeyer is assisted by Robin Chappelle and Ray Meyer. Ricky Smith, assisted by Scott Thompson, Randa Grant, Merrill Macon. So it's Carey Wolfenbarger, Mays, Brashears, and Brashears for Northside. They're the visiting team. They're the 3 seed out of the Central. Bentonville, the 2 seed out of the West, they're the home team. They'll be in the whites. Hughes, Hernandez, Sanders, Dowda, and Hawkins. They like to change their numbers around with the different colored jerseys, and while that's great, it messes up an announcer's spotting board. But we will soldier on. We are ready for this one. It is hot and humid in the arena. There's no air conditioning. You might have heard stories about how hot it is. Northside's folks know this is a warm place to play. Bentonville found out the hard way. A humid night in North Little Rock. Inside, Hawkins underneath, got it to go, and just like that, we're underway. Bentonville on top, 2-0. Northside lost to North Little Rock on this floor earlier this year in 5 overtimes. They know the building well. There's a steal inside. Here come the Lady Tigers looking to run. Hughes, that's who the focus is for Northside. They know they've got to stop her. Dowda for 3, a deep 3, and the rainbow goes. And it's 5-0, Bentonville coming out of the gate on fire. Northside looking for their first points. They don't even have a shot yet and already trail 5-0. Northside will be patient, they'll work it around. They like to pressure. Here's Brashears for three. She can hit that. Didn't that time. Rebound by Hawkins. Here come the Lady Tigers looking to add to a 5-0 lead. Hawkins thought about a three and then thought better of it. Hughes inside, Dowda. She just hit the rainbow three. Kicks it out up top, Hernandez. Kicks it over to Sanders. They'll milk a little time off the clock. Now Northside will press if they make the basket on the offensive end. Errant pass. Hawkins can't save it. It's going to go off the Lady Bears and stay with the Lady Tigers. It was fun visiting with both coaches briefly before the ball game in the tunnel, halftime in the last game. They know each other well, respect each other well. Three-pointer on the way from Hawkins, no good. That's going to go out of bounds and give it back to Northside. Northside beat Rogers 56-31 in round one to earn their spot in this ball game. Harbor and Heritage, the last game of the night. Three-pointer from Wolfenbarger, and the freshman knocks it down. Northside likes the three, and if they hit him, it's bad news for the other team. Bentonville the same way. Hughes. Dowda. Northside in a man-to-man, off the screen. Dowda with another rainbow shot, no good. But look at Hawkins inside, couldn't get it to go though. Brashears quickly ahead to Wolfenbarger. Then they work it around. Brashears can't handle it, ends up amidst the Bentonville cheerleaders. And the Tigers have possession again and a 2-point lead with 5:42 to go in quarter number one. Hot and sticky, that's the way to describe the air in the arena tonight. It's not going to take much to work up a sweat this evening. Hughes looking to go baseline. Down to now up top. Kicks it over to Hernandez. Here is Miss Hughes. Sanders works it around. Back over to Hughes. She'll launch the three off the iron. No good. And all alone is Dowda with the rebound. And just like that, she's got 5 points. Northside and Bentonville just underway. 7-3 Lady Tigers. Brashears for three. Found the range. Sarah Brashears had 16 yesterday in the win over Rogers, and it's a 1-point game. Rebounding key so far, Bentonville, I would say, has the early lead on the rebounding totals. Turnover. Northside hadn't pressed yet. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. Wolfenbarger over to Carey. Back to Wolfenbarger. Brashears to Brashears. She's found her spot, and she's found her range. Back-to-back trays, and Northside has their first lead at 9-7. Bentonville looking to counter. Northside in the man-to-man. Hughes tries to go in, and they're going to say she got tied up by Carey, and that will give it back to the Lady Bears. Possession arrow favors Bentonville, favors Northside. The home and visitor, the home on the scoreboard's to the left, but that's where the visiting team is, so you get confused. And this time Bentonville extending out the pressure. And might have gotten away with a step there, but we play on. The officials tend not to call as much in the postseason as they do during the regular season. The games go much quicker. Brashears has found her spot, but that time it doesn't go, and Hawkins with the rebound. Clears it away. Hawkins puts it on the deck, wants to drive in. Instead, they'll work it around the perimeter. Hughes, pull-up jumper, uses the backboard, won't go, but got her own rebound. Great hustle, she's fouled as she puts it back up. It won't go, but she's got free throws coming. Sierra Carey picks up the foul. That is Sierra's first. First foul of the ball game is Hughes' first free throw. Hits off the side of the iron and goes to the side, as you can see. Definitely louder today at the state tournament than it has been all week. Of course, it's Friday. Everybody's excited. The weekend has arrived. Some really great basketball over the last 3 days, and one more day to go. We are glad you are with us, and thanks to Scott Passmore and Darren McKinney for allowing us to bring it to you. And thanks to the folks of North Little Rock. They've been gracious hosts. We've appreciated it. Wolfenbarger for three, no good. Rebound Dowda. Here come the Lady Tigers. Three-pointer from Hernandez on the way. Just missed. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to end up with Northside. Wolfenbarger had 11 in the win over Rogers. Brashears led the way with 16, and she's already got 6 on a pair of threes. That is her sister Tracy with the deep jumper. She's got three-point range as well. And Bentonville's going to take a 30 right now. Let's take it with them. 2:26 to go until halftime. Well, we'll keep it right here. I didn't get to the commercial in time. I apologize. We do want to thank all the great sponsors making the broadcast possible. 11-8 is our score. Bentonville jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Northside took their first lead at 9-7 and leads it 11-7. The Lady Bears are on an 8-0 run. A pair of threes and a two-pointer. Hawkins puts it on the deck, drives the hole, missed everything, and gets the rebound back thanks to some help from a teammate. Hughes, a little pull-up jumper, no good. Brashears with the rebound. Tracy gives it to Sarah. She'll bring it up the floor. They transferred in over the summer last year and have made a tremendous impact. Wolfenbarger, she's just a freshman. Tracy Brashears is just a sophomore. Sarah Brashears is a junior. They're coming back. Ricky Smith's loaded again next year. Mays goes up and draws contact. She'll have a pair of free throws coming up. Dowda picks up her first foul. She's a freshman as well. And we saw Pendleton yesterday from Central. She's a freshman. I'm telling you, the underclassmen talent in Arkansas is unbelievable. College coaches are going to be burning a trail into our state. And the talent on the boys' side is no slouch either. Of course, I'm not telling you anything you don't know if you've watched either of these teams this year. Either of these schools, in fact. Easy drive to the basket for Sanders, and she's fouled by Brashears. And that will be on Sarah, her first. Second team foul on Northside, just one on Bentonville. We had a game yesterday where I believe we only had 9 fouls called the whole game. And we've had a couple games where we've had 9 fouls in a quarter. Sanders knocked down the first. It's 12-8. She knocks down the second. It's 12-9. Talk with some of the officials in between games. They don't find out who's working tomorrow until late tonight. So it's a waiting game for them as well. Only they don't have a bracket they can fill out to see who advances. They wait on a phone call or an email. At least the kids get to decide it on the floor. Well, I guess the officials technically do too, though. Northside a little sluggish on offense. They've been known to be sluggish at times offensively, but defense, oh man, when they turn that press on, it's something to watch. Bentonville, no slouch either. And they're doing a good job of keeping the Lady Bears way out on the perimeter. Sydney Green with the ball. She checked in at the last timeout. Alexis Evans is also checked in. She's working the post as Dowda was guarding her, and Dowda clears the rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers. Might have been a walk. We play on. Dowda, what a dangerous matchup. She can hit the long-range jumper. She can drive. She misses the jumper there, but Hernandez runs it down, gets it back over to Sanders. They'll set it back up top for Hughes. Under 15 to go. Bentonville likely going to hold it for the final shot. As the chess match continues between Haldmeyer and Smith. Three-pointer from Hughes, no good. And we've reached the end of the quarter. Entertaining first quarter. And it is 12-9 Northside in front here at the 7A state tournament. And we are back, 8 minutes in the books, and Northside with a 3-point lead over Bentonville. Dowda leads the Tigers with 5 points. Leading scorer for Northside, Brashear, Sarah with 6 on a pair of trays. Almost stolen away. Hughes gives it out. Dowda, free throw line extended, no good. Rebound, Northside. Thought about running, but decided against it. Being very deliberate. Wolfenbarger, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Dowda. Bentonville doing a good job of controlling the glass. Hughes goes in, draws contact. She's got free throws coming. Sierra Carey picks up her second foul. That's not good news for the Lady Bears. Knocks down the first.
Checking in for Fort Smith Northside, number 34, Tracy Brashear.
Tracy Brashear checks back in. So Hughes with her first point of the ball game, and now she has her second point of the ball game. 12-11. Jasmine Coleman checks in for Northside. So it's Coleman, Green, Brashears, Wolfenbarger on the floor. For Bentonville, Sanders, Classic, Hernandez, Dowda, and Hughes. Sarah Brashears just knocked down her third three. 15-11, Lady Bears. They're going inside. Couldn't control it. Turns it over to Northside. Good defense, forcing them out. We'll call a block on Bentonville. Avery Hughes picks up her first. 6:28 to go, 4-point ball game. on a humid Friday night in North Little Rock, and a trip to the semifinals tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on the line. Lady Tigers with some nice defense there, looking to run. Here comes Hughes, takes it in, 1-on-2, had contact but missed it, and now we have some contact after the fact. And they got Brashears. Say she threw some elbows after the rebound. Ricky Smith can't believe it. And that's 2 on Brashears at the 6:09 mark. Coach Smith not happy with that call at all. Hughes for 3. They left her open, couldn't get it to go. Downer with the rebound. Turnaround jumper, little strong. Green with the rebound, and here come the Lady Bears looking to add to a 4-point lead. Coleman up top. Sarah Brashears thought about it from the end on North Little Rock. Drives in for the short jumper instead. She knocks that down. She's got 11 of the Northside 17. But she's playing with 2 fouls. She's got to be careful. Overpass underneath, and I think they just called Tracy Brashears for a foul. Coach Smith is pleading. You got to let him play. Coach Tom, he doesn't have a problem with what they're calling. It's in his favor. Both coaches are battlers. Man, they come to play. Shot was missed, and Northside has it. 5:25 to go in a 6-point ball game. Northside has not turned on the pressure defense. A little surprised, but it will come. Wolfenbarger. Oh, that one's blocked by Downer, but take it. Grizzlies get it back, and the Lady Bears knock it down. Wolfenbarger, Jersey's got 5. And now the lead's up to 8. That's their biggest lead. They have not surrendered the lead since taking it at 9-7. On the deck, and yeah, jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Northside. And Bentonville's going to take a timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. 4:56 to go until halftime. Northside with an 8-point lead.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
So after the 30-second timeout, we're ready to resume the activity. That's already 2 timeouts taken by Bentonville here in the first half. You get 5 for the entire ball game. Northside on top by 8. Sarah Brashears leads all scores with 11, but she's got 2 fouls. Downer with a nice block inside. Checking back in will be Fess Hawkins. And also returning for, well, Natalie Smith will check in for the first time. Brashears to Brashears. Oh, they left Coleman all alone on the baseline. She banks it in. They were worried about the Brashears sisters and instead left Coleman open, and now it's a 10-point game as Northside has their biggest lead of the night. In fact, Northside is on a 9-0 run right now. Foul underneath, and I think that's on Brashears. No, they're going to get Coleman with that. Her first, but that's already 16 fouls on Northside. So Bentonville's going to have some free throw shooting to do before we go to halftime. Unless Northside cleans it up a little bit. Hughes. Smith. Hernandez now to Hawkins. She'll put it on the deck and try to drive to the basket. A lot of contact. Comes away with nothing. Brashears with the rebound. Gets it to Wolfenbarger. And the freshman will bring it up the floor for Northside. Over to Green. Smith guarding her rather tightly. Brashears trying to get loose for her sister, and Dowda steps in the way. Good defense so far by both teams. Hughes a little give and go. Drives in, scooper, no good. Tracy Brashears with the rebound. Northside looking to run for one of the few times. Now they'll back it out. Tracy Brashears thought about the three, sets up her sister Sarah. From just in front of the NLR logo, missed it, but the rebound goes to Coleman. Sarah Brashears is gonna get shooter's elbow. She's taken a lot of shots tonight. She's got 11 points, but missed a couple on that possession. Hughes pull-up jumper, nothing but net. As it rattled around and dropped, she's got 4, and that breaks the 9-0 run by Northside. 8-point ball game. Always feels a lot more manageable when the lead is single digits as opposed to double digits. Sarah Brashears again, no good. And again, Northside with the rebound. Green went in there, a lot of contact. Might have gotten away with a couple steps, but they'll call a foul underneath. And who is it on? It's on Miss Dowda, her second. Coach Tom's got a decision to make. Do you keep the freshman in with 2 fouls, 2:48 to go until halftime, or do you pull her out? She's had an impact as Green knocks down the first free throw. Northside is going to send Alexis Evans into the lineup for Sarah Brashears. Hernandez comes out. Pulaski checks back in. Second free throw is good. De'Ara Mays checks back in for Northside as Green comes out. And if I do get the name wrong, I do apologize. I'm not doing it intentionally. Sometimes my tongue gets twisted. 2:30 to go, 10-point ball game. Trying to go inside to Hawkins. The pass got there, knocked out of bounds by Northside, but wow, that is quite a pass by Smith to dump it in there, drop it down to Hawkins as she was surrounded by Lady Bears. She was ready to shoot free throws, but the official said the foul was on the floor. Coach Tom calls the play, and a couple words for the official in the process. Baseline drive, kicks it over. No good, rebound battled for, and Bentonville comes away with it. And contact along the baseline, and Tracy Brashears might have just picked up her second foul, and she did. She knocked out of the floor, and that's going to put Bentonville in the bonus. 7th team foul on Northside. So both Brashears sisters with 2 fouls. Tracy's on the floor, Sarah is on the bench. Fess Hawkins knocks down the first free throw. Fess has 3 points in the ball game. Second attempt coming. She got that one as well. She's got 4 in the ball game. She has 4, Hughes has 4, Dowda has 5, Sanders has 2. That's the scoring for Bentonville. Wolfenbarger, she's got 5. She's got the basketball right now. Green on the bench with 2 fouls. Tracy Brashears with the ball, she has 2. Wolfenbarger for 3, no good. Rebound, oh, Brashears is there and gets the putback. And one opportunity coming. They're going to call it on Natalie Smith, picks up the foul. Dowda's going to check back in. Sanders check back in. Brashears knocks down the free throw. Now she has 5. She'll come out, and Brenna Cooksey checks in for the first time tonight. Should be 26, there we go. 26-15. something going on with the scoreboard. We've seen it a couple times last night and a couple times today. I talked to the scorer last night in the hospitality room. He said, man, you know, I hit the buttons when I'm supposed to, and sometimes it doesn't act like it's supposed to, and everybody yells at me, and he's like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. The machine's not reacting. Everybody gets mad at me, and I didn't do anything except what I was supposed to do. Oh, but isn't that life? Just over 90 seconds to go. Three-pointer from Sanders, no good. Dowda had the rebound, had it stripped away, and we might have a foul on the baseline on Northside. And we do. It's going to be on Wolfram. Oh, they got Coleman with the foul, not Wolfenbarger. Dowda will go to the line. She's got 5. The clock is stopped with 1:28 to go. Free throw off the front iron. We might have a lane violation. Yep, we've got a lane violation on, no. Fess Hawkins called for a foul. And that puts Northside at the line as they're in the bonus as well. Jasmine Coleman goes to the line. Jaslyn has 2 points, make it 3. 27-15. Northside has scored the last 4. Little spurts, and they've allowed themselves to distance themselves from Bentonville. Bentonville had a 4-0 run. That was it. They haven't put back-to-back field goals in a run yet. The 4-0 run was all free throws. 1:08 to go. Trying to go inside to Hawkins. It's knocked away. They'll say it was off of Hawkins. Northside basketball as Hernandez is going to check back in for the Lady Tigers, and Hawkins will come out. We'll see if Northside holds it. I'm sure you heard the story about Central holding the ball yesterday against Fayetteville. Almost 4 minutes off the clock, literally standing still and holding the ball behind her back. Wolfenbarger for 3. No good. Rebound, tapped around, and Northside comes away with it. Lady Bears, ooh, that was a nice little move by Wolfenbarger. Tried to get a screen, but lost the handle a little bit. So they'll pull it back out. Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things. I've seen teams stall, but I've never seen somebody just stand there and put the ball behind their back and stand on the court for a minute. Everybody stood there, even the officials. Nobody knew what to do in this ADD society. Everybody was just confounded what to do. As Sarah Brashears, this is a little risky, puts her back in with 2 fouls and 20.3 left, but they're on the offensive end as Evans will check out. Could be an offense for defense switch. Plastic guarding Evans. Cooksey trying to find somebody. Brashears has got it. Way up top, calls for a screen at the top of the key from Coleman. It's to her left. She's going to drive right to the baseline. Contact with Hughes. Oh, man, that's a tough call on Avery Hughes. But that'll put Brashears at the line. Goodness, pardon me. 12 points for her. 5-0 run now for Northside to close out the second quarter as we look to move to halftime. 6 points to get a shot off. Hernandez, a deep 3 if it goes, but it's short, and we have reached halftime. And the Lady Bears lead the Lady Tigers by 14, 29-15. It is halftime. We'll return with some halftime numbers shortly. Until then, some messages from our sponsors. Please thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. This is the 7A basketball tournament.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right, tonight the party place gets it done. Balloons, costumes, and decorations, the themes of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it.
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right, tonight the party place gets it done. Balloons, costumes, and decorations, the themes of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it.
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
It is almost the end of halftime. We're almost ready for quarter number 3 as Northside leads Bentonville 29-15. Going over the scoring from the first half unofficially. Carey played, did not score. Wolfenbarger with 5, Mays with 1. Cooksey played, did not score, neither did Evans. Green with 2. Sarah Brashears with 12. She's got 2 fouls, though. That could be a bit of a concern for Northside. Carey also with 2 fouls. Tracy Brashears, 2 fouls as well. She had 6 points. Jaslyn Coleman with 2 fouls, and she had 3 points. For Bentonville, Avery Hughes also has 2 fouls. She had 4 points. Hernandez did not score. Sanders had 2. Hawkins with 4. Dowda with 5, but she's got 2 fouls. Pulasic and Smith played, did not score. Bentonville opened up the ball game with a 5-0 run, led 7-3. Then Northside countered with a 9-0 run to take, in which they took the lead, and they have not relinquished it since. A couple of runs within the second quarter allowed the Lady Bears to kind of extend their lead further as we get ready to start half number 2. A 9-0 run to kind of open the quarter, and then they ended the half scoring the final 6, 4 on free throws. So they have 3 runs that really have made the difference. Bentonville has not put back-to-back baskets from the floor together into a run. The Lady Bears have not pressed either. That's been a little surprising. And our cameraman is on his way back. That's why you can't see anything. 3-pointer no good. Hawkins rebound, kicks it inside. Hernandez underneath, couldn't get it to go. And Tracy Brashears is tied up by Hawkins, and the jump ball will give the possession arrow to Northside. Wolfenbarger brings it across. The freshman passes it up to Carey. Sarah Brashears up top. Now Wolfenbarger. Three-pointer good. Oh my goodness. She's got 8, and the lead extends, and the run extends as well to 9-0. 32-15. Trying to go inside to Hawkins, and they'll say it went off of Hawkins. I didn't think she touched it. Let's see if Northside runs a little clock or just keeps playing. Brashears for 3. Oh my goodness. She's got 15. And it's a 12-0 run now. 35-15, 20-point lead. It's a full timeout. Let's take it with them. Northside in control.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun.
All right, we're back. Do a little extra housekeeping. 20-point ball game. Wolfenbarger with 10 points now. 37-15. And at this point, it looked like it's going to be an all-central semifinal with Conway and Northside. But the Lady Tigers aren't done yet. Three-pointer on the way from Sanders, no good. Got her own rebound back. Lofts one up, no good. Wolfenbarger's going to come away with it. 5:50 to go. Northside content to work a little clock. Brashears kicks it out to her sister. Tracy to Sarah, now back to Tracy. Wolfenbarger, she'll dribble around. And they'll go back and reset the offense. They've really not pressed much tonight. It's kind of rare to see Northside not press at all so far. But they really haven't had to. Tracy Brashears drives inside. Gives it to her sister, and Sarah lays it off the window, and she's got 17. 39-15. Baseline drive, Hawkins no good. Rebound, Sarah Brashears. And Northside's the 3 seed, and they were part of a 3-way tie for first. The tiebreaker went the way of North Little Rock, then Conway, then Northside. But shows just how balanced the Central was at the top. And then the 4 seed knocked off Fayetteville yesterday, 42-40. So we'll have a new girls state champion, as Fayetteville will not defend the title in Hot Springs. Hawkins puts it on the deck, has it stripped away by May. She can't get it loose. Fayetteville runs it down. Dowda inside to Hawkins. Might have telegraphed it a little too much as Northside steals it. And Sarah Brashears will hold it up top. Tells Tracy, come over here, set me a screen. And they might have got her for a moving screen. Nope, they're going to call Fess Hawkins. Fess's second foul. Sydney Wagner's going to check into the ball game for the first time. Hernandez comes out. Tracy looked inside to Sarah. Wolfenbarger now on the left side. She'll dribble around. Sarah thought about it, now drives in, a little short shot put, and she's got 19. And she'll be back next year to terrorize the Central. Hughes for 3, yes. And that is the first basket for Bentonville the second half. And ends a 16-0 run by Northside that started in quarter number 2. Tracy over to Sarah, throws one up. Dowda blocked it, but Tracy got it back, and then a foul underneath. Tracy Brashears goes to the line. Dowda picks up her third. 3:15 left in quarter number 3. First one is good from Tracy Brashears, her first points of the second half. Sarah Brashears has already scored 7 in the quarter. Tracy has scored 2. And Tracy checks out. And Jaslyn Coleman checks in. Evans checks in for Sarah. Hughes, Dowda. Hawkins battling underneath, wants the ball. They didn't get it to her. 3-pointer on the way, good. Well, maybe that's the spark Bentonville needed. Sydney Wagner comes in off the bench and hits a 3 immediately. 43-21, 2:50 to go, third quarter. And Marion came down from 19 yesterday, so you just never know in the postseason. 3-pointer bounces around, Dowda with the rebound. Couple stops and a couple offensive baskets, and the momentum shifts in a big-time way. Driving inside, maybe an ill-advised pass, but got it back, couldn't make the bunny. And the rebound goes to Northside. Wolfenbarger will let everybody get set. Northside content to dribble around and work some clock if they can. Wolfenbarger, a little runner that we're seeing more and more kids try to use. Kind of a running jump shot floater. It's effective when it drops, but when it doesn't drop, it's not a thing of beauty. Green harassed and gets it back to Wolfenbarger. Turnaround jumper from Evans, no good. Dowda with the rebound, clears it away. Lady Tigers. Nice move, use of the glass. That was pretty. Dowda with a beautiful layup. And it's a 20-point game. Wolfenbarger. Northside's gone a little cold. That's the first time Bentonville's put back-to-back baskets together in a run. Northside's just eating up clock, though, and we're going to have a foul on the baseline on Sanders. Emily picks up her first. Hawkins checks out. Carry, no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. Under a minute to go in the quarter, and they can cut it to under 20. They got a little momentum going. Another three-pointer on the way, and it's good. What a spark that Wagner's been off the bench. And the Lady Tigers with a little run of their own, an 8-0 run. 43-26. Northside, I would imagine, will hold it for the last shot, if nothing else, to keep Bentonville from attempting another one, especially Wagner. Back-to-back threes. That'll give Coach Smith something to ponder. Both coaches kind of orchestrating, looking on. Forcing it inside, stripped away. Shot from Mays won't go. Bentonville's got it. They're going to have to launch it. Hughes couldn't launch it in time and almost banked it in, even though it wouldn't have counted. So we've reached the end of quarter number 3, 43-26, but Bentonville's starting to make a move. Can Northside hold on in the final 8? We'll find out after this timeout.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate.
Nailed it.
Football is just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
We are ready for quarter number 4. I hope you are too. 43-26. Winner will play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you right here where you're watching it now for your respective team, whoever is victorious tonight. Bentonville into the quarter on an 8-0 run. Northside has led by as much as 26, and that came at the 41-15 mark. Thanks to an 18-0 run. 3 fouls on Bentonville. No fouls yet on the Lady Bears until now. Natalie Smith picks up the foul. 4th team foul on Bentonville. No fouls on Northside right now with 7:28 to go in the regulation. Mays set to check in the next ball. Dead ball for Northside. The Heritage fans and the Harbor fans making their way into the arena for the next and final game of the evening. Tipped away. Boy, Wagner has just been a spark off the bench. She's hit a pair of threes and almost got the steal there. Working it around. Tracy Brashears on the baseline, kicks it out, and it's tipped out of bounds by Dowda. Mays will check in, and coming out will be Alexis Evans. If you want to watch the next game, it will be on the Harbor app and website, and also the Heritage app and website, gowareagles.com or harborathletics.com. Wolfenbarger cut off from going deep into the paint. Tracy Brashears gives it over to her sister Sarah. She leads all scorers with 19. Tracy inside will give and go to Miss Coleman, and she banks it in off the glass and is fouled and had one opportunity. Wagner picks up the foul, her first. It's the 5th team foul on Bentonville. No fouls on Northside. That'll be probably a topic of discussion around the breakfast table at some homes tomorrow. (46-26), the lead back to 20. 6:23 to go in regulation. That one got blocked. They'll kick it out. Trying another 3. People keep knocking over the wet watch your step sign behind us, and it makes a loud sound. Hughes drives in, got fouled, puts up the shot. It almost went. That foul is going to go on Mays, her first. So with 6:10 to go, Bentonville's shooting free throws at the line, down 20. And the first one is good. Avery has 8 points in the ball game. She'll be back next year. Second one won't go. Almost tipped it out to a teammate. But Northside has it. Sarah Brashears handling the ball more and more, brings it up top. Fess Hawkins set to check back in for Bentonville at the next dead ball. Tracy Brashears for 3, no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. They want to push the tempo a little bit. Smith drives in, couldn't get it to go. Hawkins will check back in. That'll give him a little size underneath. Dowda, though, comes out. Might neutralize the height advantage. Hughes picks it up top. Didn't have anybody set a screen. The hot hand, Wagner, inside to Hawkins, and they're going to call Tracy Brashears for a foul in the paint, and that's going to be her third. Easier said than done. 2 team fouls on Northside this half. I honestly have no idea what day it is right now. Oh, there's a basket and a foul. Emma Pulask. And I noticed the PA announcer has not attempted to say the last name. So Emma at the line for a 3-point play. She got it. Bentonville hanging around. 16-point lead, 5.5 to go in regulation. Anything can happen. It is March. And it is basketball. We love it. Pretty good defense by Smith, and oh, they're going to call a foul. That's her third. One more foul on the Lady Tigers, and Northside will shoot free throws. They get it in. Mays looks for help inside. Sarah Brashears, little spin move. Oh, that is just deadly. She's got 21, and Bentonville. Oh, Northside takes the timeout. Coach Smith takes the timeout. So we'll take it with them and return to North Little Rock after this.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
5:13 to go in regulation. It's an 18-point ball game. Northside in front. Lady Bears have led by as much as 26. Bentonville has tried to cut into it. They got within 16, but have not been able to get any closer than that. Hawkins inside, has Brashears posted up, and Tracy Brashears just picked up her fourth foul at the 5-minute mark. Coach Smith kind of looks like, man, you really had to make that call and make me get up off the bench. Hawkins with the free throw. She's got 5. This one could make it a 16-point game again, and does. So she's got 6. Brashears will stay in the ball game. If you're Northside, you've got to think a 16-point lead's going to hold up. If you're Bentonville, that's who you want to attack when you've got possession. Tracy out on the perimeter from Hawkins, and inside to Sarah, and Avery Hughes is going to pick up a foul. And that will be the junior's 3rd. And bonus time for Northside. Sarah knocks down the free throw for her 22nd point of the ball game. 49-32 knocks them both down. Northside has hit 50. Whoops. 23 for Sarah. Hughes drives in, contact, got it to go. Avery Hughes, she's not ready to go up 40 and then 49 to home. She wants to play more basketball. Sierra Carey picks up her 3rd foul. Hughes free throw, rattles around, won't go, battle for the rebound, and Northside comes away with it. Brashears quickly ahead to Wolfenbarger. She's got Wagner guarding her. Tracy Brashears drives in and quickly gives it to her sister Sarah, and she's fouled by Hughes. And Avery just picked up her 4th foul. Coach Tom looks up at the scoreboard. Just kind of got to ride with the hand you've got right now. Sarah Brashears knocks down the free throw, and she has got 24 points. Make it 25. A one-man gang she has been so far. Smith drives in, kicks it out, 3-pointer on the way from Hughes, got it. Timeout, Bentonville. Avery Hughes now with 13 points. The Lady Tigers offense is heating up, but is there enough time to make a difference? 4:09 left, 52-37.
Lean when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
People here in Arkansas, yeah, they love to have their fun. So when they want to party right tonight, the party place gets it done. Balloons, costumes, and decorations, the themes of party education. It's time to party, so come to the party place. It's time to party, so come to the party place. Let's party.
52-37, 4 to go, and Northside turns it over on the over and back. Bentonville has mounted a little bit of a charge here. Avery Hughes has heated up with a pair of threes. Wagner came off the bench, had a couple of threes. Bentonville hoping it's not too little too late. Northside hoping it is. Three-pointer on the way from Smith. That won't go. Brashears with the rebound. Quickly gets it to Wolfenbarger, and we'll let her bring it up. Here comes some pressure. Wagner. Junior on the freshman, and the freshman banks it home off the glass. She's got 12. Leads back up to 17, but contact underneath. Sarah Brashears picks up her third. Oh, that's her fourth. Oh, shorter than one. So both Brashears sisters with 4 fouls. Green will check in for her. Hernandez set to check in as well after the free throw from Hawkins is good. 7 points now for Fess. 54-38. Bentonville trying to claw back into this if there's enough time. Then get it under 10 and get it real interesting. That one rolls around and goes. Hawkins with 8. 15-point game. Knocked out of bounds, going to stay with Northside. Well, the three-point shot can get you back in a hurry. It can also send you the other way fast, too. Almost a 5-second call. Dowda is re-entered underneath for Bentonville. She defends on the high post, but nobody's there. Northside content to work clock. There's Dowda coming out on Brashears. Those two will battle again next year. Oh, Dowda with the cruel block, and that should be off Brashears, and it is. She didn't even jump. She just stuck those long arms up and rejected it. 3 minutes to go. Yeah. 54-34, Bentonville. Three-pointer on the way from Smith. Got it. Oh, it's going to get interesting. 12-point game. Here comes some pressure from Bentonville. It's going to go Northside's way, but the Tiger fans trying to rally their team. They're down by 12. 2:44 to go. It's still very possible. Dowda guards the inbounder. That is a tough assignment. And she tried to bounce it off Dowda, and she stole it. Hawkins thought about a three. Oh, here's Hughes. She's lined it up. She got it. She got it. 3-point basket for Avery Hughes. We've got a 9-point game, and it's going to get interesting. 2:29 to go. Stoppage in play. Dowda just picked up her 4th. If my book is correct, that's 4. Scoreboard says 3, so I am not correct. Well, it's not the first time, won't be the last. 2:29 to go, 9-point ball game. Tracy Brashears at the line. She's hit 3 free throws in this half, make it 4. She has 10. And that ends an 8-0 Bentonville run. Again, solid at the line. Leads back to 11, but Bentonville's got a little swagger now. Hughes, Hawkins, Smith. Launches one, won't go. Rebound battle for Dowda, tipped it, but Green came away with it. And here comes the pressure from Bentonville, trying to force Northside into a 10-second call, but they're going to get it across. And some contact from Smith on Wolfenbarger. Double bonus time now for Northside, as that is 10 fouls. Smith picks up her 4th. Jersey Wolfenbarger with 12 points at the line, misses the first. Still doable for Bentonville, but the margin of error is very small. Wolfenbarger gets the second. 13 points for her. 57-45. Bentonville's got to score in a hurry, trying to preserve some clock there. Smith kicks it over. Dowda will launch a 3. She's got that kind of range. No good. It bounces around, and who is it off of? Critical call, and it goes Bentonville's way. They'll say it was off Sarah Brashears. Ricky Smith pleading with the official, saying she was over the back. We play on. Hawkins underneath, contact, couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Nope, they're going to say an offensive foul. Yep, they're going to say Fess Hawkins blocked her back. The Bentonville folks are not real thrilled. Northside folks are breathing a sigh of relief because that could have gone either way. I'm not sure what the officials are discussing underneath the basket. Northside's ready to inbound the ball, but the officials continue to talk. I'll leave the one official over here to guess what they're talking about. Now we're going to have an explanation. Oh, it's 1-1. That's what it is. And the shooter is going to be Sarah Brashears. And Coach Tom's going to take a timeout. 1:55, his team trailing. 45-57. Ricky Smith talking to his team. As well, we'll take the timeout and return to North Little Rock.
Game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
13-point ball game with 1:55 to go. Sarah Brashears, 26 points. One more is good. 27 points for her tonight. Again, Bentonville trying to save some clock. Smith gets it over Hernandez. Someone's going to have to shoot it. Hawkins puts it on the deck, drives in, had it stripped away. It's off her knee and will go to the Lady Bears. Millie Skidmore's going to check in for Bentonville. She'll guard the inbounder, Carey. Just got it in, almost got a 5-second count. Comes the pressure. At what point do you foul? You're down 14, but you don't want to foul anybody out of the ball game. Hughes has got 4 fouls. And there's Dowda, and she's just picked up her 4th. And that will put Sarah Brashears at the line. She's already got 27. I don't think very many coaches and officials are going to exchange Christmas cards this year. There's been a lot of glares from the sidelines. Palisak checks in. Got them both. 61-45. Three-pointer on the way, good. Skidmore off the bench with the tray. Millie will be back next year. Hughes with the steal, but oh, and she was fouled to boot. No, they're going to say, was it a foul or not? I guess they're going to say that Green touched it while she was out of bounds. So we'll send Skidmore over to the left side, open for three. Northside's, well, now they're going to have to bring her up, or Coach Tom wants to bring her up to half court. Also checking in, Allie Spear. Smith comes to the sideline. She's probably going with the three-point shooters. 1:18 to go. They need some threes. They need them fast. Hughes brings it down. Skidmore thought about it. Inside to Hawkins. Off the window. Good. She's got 10. 11-point game. 1 minute to go. You really don't want to foul, but you put them at the line. They're good at the line, but you got to get the ball back somehow and stop the clock. If you can. Wolfenbarger gets it to Sarah Brashears. That's who Northside wants them to foul. She gives it up and might have thrown it away, and she did. Quick defensive substitution as Coleman comes in for Brashears. Of course, she's got 4 fouls, so Sarah comes out. Coach Smith not real happy with that pass. 29 points for her. Hawkins thought about a three. Here comes Skidmore for three. Big if it goes. Oh, it is big, ladies and gentlemen. It's big because it is 61-53. But Bentonville needs a steal. They can't allow the clock to keep going. Coach Tom's pleading for them to foul her, and they're not doing it. There's the foul. Hughes is just fouled out of the ball game, though. She was reluctant to do it because she knew it would be her 5th, but Coach Tom was trying to get somebody else on the floor to come out and foul. Not able to do it. Smith will check in. Hughes closes out her night with 16 points. Gets a high five from Coach Tom as Wolfenbarger knocks down the free throw. Jersey with 14. It's going to be awful hard to come back from 10 points down with 10 seconds left. Wolfenbarger with 15. And hold on. We might have to put some time back on the clock. The clock may have started before they inbounded the ball. Should be 10.1, I thought. Again, the winner plays Conway tomorrow at 6 o'clock. If I can pull up my bracket, I'm sure you've been keeping up with it, but. And now the crowd's going a little restless. Officials want to be sure. In the other half of the girls' bracket, Central and North Little Rock will meet yet again. So it's on the verge of being an all-Central Final Four, if you will. Fayetteville and Northside boys play tomorrow as well for one ticket, and then Harbor and Heritage is next tonight. The winner of that one takes on Northside. You can watch that game again at harborathletics.com or gowareagles.com or on the Harbor and Heritage apps. And we had an issue last night with the clock, and it doesn't allow you to punch anything in under a minute, so they're going to have to manually run it down. So it basically serves as a timeout for Bentonville. I don't know what you can draw up on the whiteboard to erase a 10-point lead with 10 seconds left, but both coaches talking with their 5 on the floor. Kind of a blah ending to what's been a very competitive ball game. Again, we were talking about the game with Central yesterday in Fayetteville. It was in the third quarter with about 4 minutes to go, and Central just stood with the ball. I think it was Hall, stood with the ball behind her back on the North Little Rock logo just beyond the half-court line on the left side, and stood there for 90 seconds, didn't move, nobody moved. And later, Coach Green of Central said, well, because Fayetteville was in a zone, we wanted him to play a man, so we were going to hold the ball. And Vic Rimmer elected not to play the man, and Central ended up winning 42-40. Shot won't go. Brashears with the rebound, just looks to someone to give it to, and that's going to be the ball game. So Northside will advance 63-53. Bentonville will close out their season at 22-12. They were 11-3 in the conference. Congratulations to them on an outstanding season. Avery Hughes finishes with 16 points to lead the way. Skidmore with 6 off the bench. Wagner with 6 off the bench. Sanders finished with 2. Hawkins with 10. Dowda with 7. Pulask with 4. Smith with 3. For Northside, leading the way was Sarah Brashears with 29. Jasmine Coleman had 6. Tracy Brashears with 11. Green with 2. Mays with 1. Wolfenbarger finished with 15 points. Our next game, Heritage and Harbor. And the Lady Bears will take on Conway tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. You can watch that on the NorthsideGrizzlies.com or on the Northside app. Bentonville, congratulations on an outstanding year. On behalf of Lev Willie, everyone at Mascot Media, thank you to Scott Passmore and Darren McKinney for allowing us to bring the ball game to you. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if you did. At Mascot Media Team is our Twitter handle. We'll talk again to you soon. Have a good evening, everyone.